The Queen's funeral was a grand event, a historic moment, and with all of the elaborate ceremony surrounding it, we may never see anything quite like it again. For many, certainly the hundreds of thousands who descended upon London, who waited for hours and hours in the queue to pay their respects, who were moved to tears, it was a fitting tribute to a remarkable life.
She's done such an impeccable reign.
She meant a lot to the whole country.
Those sentiments are the national mood, says this professor.
Most people would say it was worth it because of who she was and what she did. It was also worth it because the world's eyes were upon Britain.
But there have also been questions about how much it all costs the British taxpayer, especially with the UK facing a deepening cost of living crisis. There's no answer to that question yet, but history gives us some hints.
From the Abbey to Westminster Hall, Queen Mother's coffin.
In 2002, Britain said goodbye to the Queen Mother. It cost about £5.4 million, or about $8 million. In 2011, for the wedding of William and Catherine, the British taxpayers paid about £6 million, or over $9 million, just to cover the security costs. But those events were nowhere near the scale of the Queen's funeral, the logistics, the processions. Think about the security cost alone, the biggest ever undertaken by London's Metropolitan Police. The funeral was also a bank holiday, with many businesses across the UK closed down. There was another bank holiday back in June for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. It was linked to a 0.6% drop in GDP that month. And some analysts say the drop in productivity from the funeral could be the final hit that pushes the UK into a recession. Inflation there is already around 10%. Household energy bills are set to go up by a whopping 80% next month. And official statistics show that about half of British adults are buying less food because they can't afford it. All of this will be hanging over the planning for King Charles's coronation, expected next year. The Queen's coronation back in 1953 cost $70 million in today's dollars. It was billed as a much-needed celebration after the end of the Second World War. The context for King Charles 70 years later is much different. Listen to what happened when he went to Wales before the funeral.
While we struggle to heat our homes, we have to pay for your parade.
One newspaper said Charles wants a, quote, cost of living coronation and a good value ceremony. Keeping the monarchy good value enough will be the pressure on the palace going forward.